a monthly class on the first Thursday of every month. So if you're interested, you can take that. And then we do have the class as well if you're interested at Bedner's Farm. So this one is an outdoor class, and it's multi-modality. So if you want to be in a chair, chairs are accessible. If you want to be on the floor with your mat, we do that as well. So those flyers are there. But I hope you guys enjoy the class. And we've been working with Boynton Yoga Wellness. So they are a local studio located on Hagen Ranch. The beautiful Rose here, John and Patricia. It's been a great partnership. So I hope you guys really enjoy your class. And we'll see you again soon.
Thank you.
What's that, John?
Bethesda.
We do, yeah. If anyone's interested, you can put your information.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Good treatment. I did a lot of research when I did that.
Hello, everyone.
I'm Rose. Josephine is already making fun of me. What's this? Okay, we're going to pick on Josephine. I'm just kidding. I am Rose. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me okay? All right, I'm going to move forward a little bit. Who here has practiced yoga before? Show of hands. Not everybody. A little bit of yoga? Just a little bit of yoga. Okay. Meditation. Anybody meditated? A little bit of meditation. So we got a lot of newbies. We got a lot of newbies in the crowd. That's good. I like that. It's good to have you. All right. So who here breathes? You breathe? Just wondering. See, she's the only one who breathes. What's going on? Okay. We are going to start with our breath today. Okay? But before we do that, I'm going to ask you, well, first, let's get the disclaimers out of the way. If anything in the class, phones off, please. Phones off. If you have a cell phone with you today, thank you for reminding me. I told you I would forget. So on airplane mode, vibrate, silent, whatever you do with your phone. Thank you. What's your name? Your reminder?
Done.
Donna? Thank you, Donna. Appreciate it. Okay, so we got that out of the way. So, a couple things. If anything we do makes you feel dizzy or lightheaded or uncomfortable, don't do it. Or stop doing it. And if you feel really uncomfortable and you want some assistance, you just say, hey, no. Okay? You can talk. Okay? We are going to start by breathing, as I said. But before we do that, if you are comfortable taking your shoes off, I'm going to ask you to take your shoes off. You've got nice carpeting, so you feel pretty good. You don't have to. It's an option. Everything we do today is an option. Okay? I want you to know that. If you take your shoes off, go ahead and wiggle the toes. Let's wiggle our toes. In yoga, we consider our feet our foundation, right? So, and in life, right? We stand on our feet all the time, so it is our foundation. And we want to work up a stable foundation. Even if we're sitting in a chair, we want to be stable. We call our feet in yoga our roots. We root our feet down into the floor, feeling really grounded. Make sense? Rooting into the ground. Grounded? Get it? Grounded, right? Okay. So how does that feel to you? Does that feel stable, sturdy? So your roots are growing into the ground. So I want you to see if you can pull forward and away from the back of your chair. I want you to try and sit up tall today without using the chair back. And that's not to say if you need the chair back at some point, you can use it. Just want to keep the spine as upright as possible. And sometimes that gets challenging, especially with the core muscles, right? Because they feel a little weak sometimes. We're certainly welcome to sit back and sit up nice and tall. Okay? Let's start by trying to keep our spine upright by using all these muscles that stabilize the spine. So we've got our abdominals, we've got our side muscles, our obliques, right? Our back muscles, all those stabilize the spine. So ground down through your feet, through your roots. Let the hands rest comfortably on your thighs. Take a nice deep inhale for me. As you do, bring your shoulders up around the ears and then shrug them away, back and down. Did that feel good? Feels kind of good, right? Let's do it again. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, set them back. Nice. So pretend you have a tiny little string at the very tippy top of your head, a little puppet string. It's going to keep your spine upright. So we're lengthening, what I call lengthening through the crown of the head. Right? So we're trying to counteract this movement. What did we slump, right? We tend to slump over. So we're trying to sit up tall in all of our poses, right? Ground down through the feet. Ground down through those sitting bones, those two bony bones at the bottom of your booty. Ground down into those as well. Again, inhale deeply in through the nose. Softly exhale through the mouth. Ooh, that felt kind of good. It's kind of relaxing, right? Let's do it again. Inhale deeply through the nose. Softly through the mouth. That felt so good, I think we should do it again. Inhale deeply through the nose. Softly through the mouth. Close your eyes if you're comfortable closing your eyes. If you're not, keep them only half open. Half open and find a spot out in front of you that you can focus on. And then I'm going to ask you to take one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart, and I want you to pay attention to your breath. How do we do that? Well, feel it moving through the body. Feel the belly rise on the inhale, the chest rise on the inhale, and what happens on the exhale? It deflates a little bit, right? Up and down. Feel your breath moving through your body. How often do we pay attention to the breath? You don't have to answer. Rhetorical question. But think about it. You probably don't, right? Unless you meditate. See if you can make your belly expand like a balloon on the inhale. Let it get big. Yeah, like we're always holding it in, right? Let it expand. It feels good to just let it go. Can you feel that moving through the body? Rhetorical. I see you feeling it move through your body. Remember to sit upright, sit tall. That little string is pulling the spine up. Very nice. So go ahead and open your eyes. Open your eyes. Keep breathing. Keep focusing on the breath. Now, another thing we do in yoga, besides focus on our breathing, is we move in synchronization with our breath. So we're going to practice by flapping our wings. We're going to inhale. We're going to flap our wings out to the side until our inhale stops. And then we're going to exhale. We're going to flap down. Exhale, lift down. You can close your eyes. You can just feel this, right? Inhale. Long inhale. Exhale. Let those wings flap. Nice, slow. Does it feel like you're synchronizing your breath with your movement? It may take a moment to get the hang of it. It takes practice. That's why we call yoga practice. Practice, right? We gotta practice. Inhale. So everybody's bird looks different, right? Exhale, lower. Keep flowing. Inhale. Exhale. I'm being reminded of that movie Karate Kid right now. I can't help it. Inhale, one more. Lift up. Exhale. Float it down. Let the hands rest on the thighs. Sit up tall. Ground through your feet, through your roots. Really sturdy foundation for the feet. Ground down through those two sitting bones at the bottom of the booty. Sit up tall through the crown of the head. Again, more synchronization with the breath. This time we're going to hug ourselves. So it's going to look a little like this. Inhale the arms out to the sides. Open them up as wide as is comfortable for you. Open up those collarbones. All right? As we exhale, you're going to hug yourself. Reach around, reach for those shoulder blades. Let your chin tuck in. And then we're going to keep moving. Inhale, we open up. So you feel this pose, right? Everybody looks a little different. Move with our own breath. Exhale. So alternating the arms. So Switch arm is on top each time. Does that make sense? Keep going. Hold in, tuck in, rounding in. This is flexion of the spine. And we might even be rocking our pelvis back and forth, depending, right? Inhale, open. Close the eyes and feel it. Or if that's not comfortable, keep them open, half mask. One more, open up nice and wide. Exhale, last hug in. This is where we tell ourselves we love ourselves. And then release. Come back to sitting. Steady mountain pose. That's what we're doing right now. This is a mountain pose. Right? Who's ready for the lower legs, for the lower body? Anybody? I heard that. It's not going to be too much. It's going to be okay. So it's going to be a simple heel, toe, heel, toe. Keep going. Heel, toe, heel, toe. One more round. Heel, toe, and release. Mountain pose. Nice. Everybody sat up tall. Beautiful. Other side. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. How many did we do in the last one? Did we do like 20 on the last time? No. I'm not. So Josephine, aren't you supposed to be counting these for me?
Yeah. Very quietly.
Release to mountain pose. Nice. Sit up tall. Very, very good. Okay. We're going to do a little coordination now. Now we're going to bring mind into it. You ready? Reach your left arm to the sky. I'm so bad at hearing. Okay. Lower. Other arm reaches up. Left leg kicks out. Up. And lower. Other leg kicks out. Lower. Left arm. Right leg. Oh yeah, let's alternate that. Other arm, alternate leg. Let's keep flowing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Doesn't have to be fast. Exhale. Are we doing opposite arm to opposite leg? I caught you. You know what? If you're moving really right, it's okay. One more each side. Left arm, right leg. Or opposite arm, opposite leg. Last one. Very nice. Sit up tall. Mountain pose. How are we feeling? Pretty good? I think so. All right. Let's do a little neck before we move on. So I want to warm everything up before we get moving more. Sit up nice and tall in your mountain pose. Take that inhale, exhale. Let your right ear lean towards the right shoulder. Don't cheat now. Don't lift the shoulder. And just let the head lean. Oh, that feels so good, right? You feel that opening happen? Reach your left arm out to the side at an angle. Just pull it away. Kind of like, oh, pull the ear away from the fingertips. We feeling that? Oh, yeah. Now, squeeze into a fist and then open. Squeeze, open, squeeze, open. One more, squeeze, open. Release the arm, bring the head back up. If you need help, just use your hand. Right? You might need help, you never know. Mountain pose. Inhale deeply, this time left ear leans. Oh my, right? Which side is tighter? Which side has a knot? Which side doesn't? Reach your right fingers away at an angle. Pull the ear away from the fingertips, kind of like a tug of war happening here. Breathe. Breathe. And then start to squeeze the fist and open. Squeeze and open. Squeeze and open. Two more. Squeeze, open, squeeze. squeeze, and open. Release the arm, help the head back to center. Mountain pose. Inhale, here, okay? Inhale. I've already broken somebody's neck. You signed your waiver, that's all I need to know, right? Sit up nice and tall.
I'm busted.
Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, exhale. Look over your right shoulder. You're just turning the head. Oh, hello. Inhale, back center. Remember to sit up tall when you're doing these poses, as tall as possible. Exhale to the other side. Look that way. Inhale, back to center. All right, inhale here in your mountain. Exhale, let the chin drop towards the chest. Just let it hang heavy. Now your head's going to become as heavy as a bowling ball. Well, it already weighs, what, 10, 12 pounds, right? Breathe. Inhale, lift the chin, lift it up as high as is comfortable for you. So if you reach a point where you don't want to lean back into your head, you don't have to, you can just lift it here. And then exhale, let it lower all the way to the chest again. And one more time, lift it up on the inhale. Exhale, release back to center, parallel to the floor. Sit up nice and tall in your mountain pose. Sit up tall. Breathe deep. Okay, here we go. Take your arms out in front of you. So let's reach the arms forward. Take the palms to touch. Interlace the fingers. So now you're holding on to your big spoon. Remember this one? We're going to stir the pots. Keeping the arms straight, the elbows relatively locked, but not locked out so much that you're hurting yourself, okay? Slight bend in the elbows. So start some circular rotation by leaning forward. And there's your big pot of soup, or whatever. I don't know. It's a pot of something. I always say pea soup, but could be oatmeal. I think oatmeal's good. I always get that reaction too. Some people hate oatmeal, right? I love oatmeal. It's thick oatmeal too, so it's hard to stir. So you are leaning forward as far as you can. We are working our core muscles here. Our shoulders are involved. Our feet are planted firmly into the floor. And now we got to stir in the other direction. So start to move in the opposite direction. Keep stirring. That oatmeal needs a lot of stirring, I'm telling you. Keep it going. Very nice. Now where are you feeling that? All kinds of places. Settle back at center. And now you can stop stirring. You can sit up nice and tall. So you can sideways in these chairs. Yeah, we can lift. Oh, goody, goody, goody. Okay. You need to turn to face that wall back there. Okay? And this is the fun part. One butt cheek gets to sit on the edge of the chair, and one butt cheek is not allowed to sit on the chair, so I'm going to let it hang off. Hold on to the back of your chair with your left arm. Everybody okay? Everybody good? Yeah? Okay. Try to plant both feet in front of you on the floor. That's option one. Option one. I think I need to move up here. So here's option one. Option two, you step your right foot back and tuck the toes. This is an option, remember. If that bothers you, you don't have to do it. Okay? So these are our quadriceps. Anybody feeling that opening in the quadriceps right now? If it hurts you, come back here. Okay. How's that feel? Good? Feels wonderful, right? Sit up nice and tall. We're still sitting up tall. Left foot is grounded. Okay? Take your right fingertips and touch your right shoulder. Chicken wing. That's what this is called. So, did I say the wrong arm? No, right arm. Right arm. Oh, there you go. Your other right.
I thought maybe I was wrong.
No, your other right. So here we're going to find some range of motion in our shoulders by taking our chicken wing and rotating it forward. Now, what do we do when we move? We breathe. We move with our breath. So on the upswing, inhale. On the downswing, exhale.
It's cracking.
There's going to be cracking. I guarantee it. Right? Inhale. Little snaps and pops and crackles start to happen in this pose. Just nice and slow. Inhale on the upswing, exhale on the downswing. Now stop and move it in the opposite direction. So whatever the opposite direction is for you, move it in the opposite direction. Yeah, now if you have a sore shoulder or an injury, you can opt to not do it, right? Okay. Settle back at center, but keep your chicken wing. Chicken wing's important. Yeah, exactly. We're going to do a little side opening here. So inhale, lift the elbow like you're reaching for the stars. Look up past that elbow if it doesn't bother your neck. If it bothers your neck, just look down. When you exhale, crunch into your sideways like you're touching your elbow to your hip. We're going to move this way. Inhale, lift the elbow towards the sky. Exhale, lower it down. Try to touch the elbow towards the hip or just crunch into that sideways. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. We got one more after this. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. Yeah, I know. Okay, now we got to release that leg. That's the fun part. You ready? Oh my goodness. So straddle for me. Straddle the edge of your chair. Yeah, straddle the edge of your chair. Take your feet really wide, and what do we do with our feet? We root, right? We ground. Exactly. Ground, root, whatever you want to call it. You need to be stable, so you go as wide as is comfortable for you. Round into those sitting bones. I know this feels a little awkward on the edge of that chair, but you can handle it. I know you can, right? So hands on thighs. Take a breath. Soften shoulders as you exhale. Inhale, open the arms up wide. Exhale, fold forward, but only about halfway, so you look like you're hanging out, like you're diving off that cliff. Woo! Right? Inhale here. Exhale, fold in and settle your forearms on your thighs. Now let's stay here and breathe for a moment. This is a forward fold. How does this feel to everybody? Feel okay? So you don't have to go any deeper than this if you don't want to. But if you do want to go a little deeper, take another inhale. Exhale and follow your shins with your hands down to your ankles or down your shins somewhere. Go as deep as you want to go. If it's available to you, let your head hang heavy. That bowling ball effect. Yeah. If it's too much, slowly come out of it, roll up and sit up tall. So inhale, follow your shins back up. Rest your hands on your thighs and roll up, sit up, shrug the shoulders back and down. Inhale, let's open up our wings again. Exhale, fold it in. Forearms rest on the thighs. So we stay here for one round of breathing. Inhale. Exhale. If you want to go deeper into your forward fold, inhale and exhale, follow those shins down to the ankles. You can hold on to the shins of the ankles, let the head hang heavy. Inhale, follow yourself back up. Round up, round up, round up. Once you're there, shrug those shoulders back and down. We're going to add something to this. So inhale, open the arms out. Exhale, halfway. You're about to jump off the cliff. Inhale. Exhale, fold it in. We're going to add a twist here. Ready? Inhale, your left arm out to the side and follow the thumb with your eyes if you can. If that hurts your neck, just look down. Exhale, bring that arm back down, rest it on the thigh. Other side. Inhale, open up, get a little twist here. Exhale, release. Okay, if you want the deeper forward fold, here we go. Inhale. Exhale, follow the shins down to the ankles. Now, we've done this is our third time, so if you want to try something a little deeper, bring your arms on the inside of your legs and plant the hands on the floor. Now let the head hang heavy, as long as this is comfortable for you. If it's not comfortable, come out of it. Now hang here and breathe, just for a few more breaths. Hang here and breathe just for a few more breaths. Feel your belly rising and falling. It's okay. If you come out and you need it to come out, that's cool. Now come up those shins. Crawl back up, plant the hands on the thighs, and round up, round up, round up. Shrug those shoulders back and down, sit up tall. Now turn forward again on your chair. Mountain pose. Everybody knows the mountain pose, right? So before we go on to the other side, we're going to take a couple breaths here. You can close your eyes if you want to. Okay, I'm going to drag my chair back over here. Breathe. Sit up tall. Mountain pose. Crown of the head. Yes. Use those core muscles to keep your spine upright. And turn the face this way now. Remember? One butt cheek on the chair, one butt cheek off the chair. Two options. Either the feet can stay forward and planted, or your left leg and then backwards, coming onto those toes, getting into those quadriceps. Those are a hard place to reach sometimes, right? All right, you're holding onto the back of that chair with your right arm. You're finding your chicken wing on your left side, so touch that shoulder. All right, and begin your forward rotation. Inhale on the upswing. Exhale on the downswing. Now, if you're moving super fast, if you're a fast chicken, that means you're breathing fast. So slow it down a little bit. Synchronize your movement with your breath. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. And then go in the opposite direction, whatever that is for you. Find the opposite direction. Any cracking, pops, snapples going on back here? We're good? Last one. Settle back at center. Keep that chicken wing going. Settle back here. Now inhale. Reach the elbow towards the sky. Exhale. Try to touch the elbow to the hip, to the left hip. Crunching it in. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Try to touch that left elbow to the left hip. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Reach it up. Really reach. Exhale. Lower and crunch. 1 more. Inhale. Nice. You're moving with your own breath. I see you doing it. That's lovely. Crunch it in. 1 last crunch. Nice. Settle back at center. Turn to straddle your chair again. Wow. How's everybody feeling? Everybody good? You can straddle the other way if you want to. It doesn't matter because we're just going to do some opening in the shoulders. If you want to see me, you can straddle the chair on the other side. Yeah. So go wide stance. Get stable, right? Sit up tall. Round through the tailbones, round through those sitting bones. Wiggle asana. That was a nice wiggle asana. That's what I call that, wiggle asana. Right? Right? It's good, right? So this is going to be a shoulder thing to start. We're going to cross the shoulder to the opposite knee. So start with your left shoulder. Inhale at center, sit up tall. Exhale, try to take your left shoulder and touch your right knee. Oh, there's a twist involved, right? There's a twist involved, yes. Inhale, come back to center, sit up tall. And then we exhale, we move to the other side. The right shoulder reaches for the left knee. Oh yeah, hello, twisty twist, yeah. Come back to center. I'm going to do 2 more, 1 more on each side. Reach that left shoulder towards the left knee. Inhale to sit up. Exhale, right shoulder, left knee. Oh, this feels so good. Come back to center. We're going to add the arms on the next round. As you reach your left shoulder towards your left knee, now you're going to take the left arm and you're going to reach for, I don't know, an apple in the apple tree? I don't know. Whatever it is you want to reach for. Really feel that extension. Inhale, back to center. And then the other side. We reach the shoulder over and then we stretch the arm and we reach it. Oh, that feels good, right? Inhale, back to center. 1 more each side. You got this. Reach it over. Inhale, center. Last one. Reach it over. Back to center on the inhale. Turn yourself forward in the chair. Find your mountain pose. nice job. Ground down through your feet. Yes. Okay, here comes the fun one. We're going to kiss ourselves on our knees. So get tall, get away from the back of the chair if you can, if it's available to you. If not, lean against the chair. Take your hands underneath your left thigh. Just hook those fingers together. Now inhale, lift that leg up, and then curl in and see if you can kiss your knee. Oh, I love myself. I love myself. Lower that leg, and we're going to alternate, right? I do love myself. Lift the other knee up and kiss your
Go ahead, baby.
Okay, so if you just want to touch your nose to the knee, that's okay. Touch your nose to the knee, or get as close as you can. You all are doing great. Just keep alternating with your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. We're still kissing our knees. Come on now. Inhale. And exhale. One more. In. And out. Okay, let's see if this is available to everybody. So find your mountain pose. Let's see. Two options here. You can either take your left ankle and cross it over and above your knee. If that is not available to you, if it's not available, cross your one ankle in front of the other. How's that sound? So one or the other is fine. I'm just going to get a little hip opening here. Who has loose hips? Who has tight hips, right?
Who has hips problems?
So, here we go. So wherever you're at, whether you're with crossed ankles or ankle over knee, right? We're going to do a little forward lean in. So I'm going to do the crossed ankle version, okay? So you're going to find a comfortable place for your hands. Yes? Comfortable place for your hands. And inhale here, sit up tall. Sorry, I'm leaning before I should be. Exhale, lean forward. If you want to, you can hold on to the chair. Oh yeah. Well, where are we feeling that?
Lower back.
The lower back. Would be the lower back, yes.
The hamstring.
Yeah, oh yeah. And then release, come back up again. Are we feeling it in the hips at all? No? Yes?
A little bit.
Yes, especially with that, yes, with the figure four. If you are in your figure four, if anyone has had sciatic issues, this is a wonderful stretch for sciatica, just saying, right? Just saying. So let's switch sides. So ankle, or you have the option to take the deeper version, which is ankle over knee, if you want it. Inhale to sit up tall. You're going to hang onto the chair somewhere, and then you're going to exhale, you're going to fold it forward. Nice.
Not much.
Inhale and release it back to center. Very nice. All right, y'all. Let us do some T-work. Let's just do some arm work. So reach the arms out to the sides. Make sure the feet are planted, right? Make sure the feet are planted. And we're going to flow it back and forth. So we're going to do some inhale here at center. Exhale, lean it to your right. Oh my. Right? Inhale back to center. Lean it to the opposite side. Wow. Keep going. Flow it back and forth. Inhale. Exhale. Somebody's feeling it. Flow it back and forth. Inhale. Exhale. One more round. And to the side. Nice. Settle back and center. Find your mountain pose. Breathe. Take a moment. Close your eyes. Close your eyes and breathe. Or half-mast your eyes and breathe. Take your hands to your ribs. Eyes closed or open is up to you. Just going to hold on to our ribs. See how far out you can expand your ribs on an inhale. Inhale. And then as you exhale, what happens to the ribs? They kind of contract inward a little bit, right? Really expand them as much as you can. Inhale.
I'm big.
Keep breathing this way. Fill up those lungs as fully as possible. Nice. Release. One more like that. Really fill up the lungs fully. Let those ribs expand out. feel good in those lungs. We only use about 40% of our lungs. Isn't that a shame? Should we use them more? Right? Yes. Clamp down the feet, root through the feet. Sit up nice and tall. Reach your left arm forward, thumb facing the sky. Okay? Inhale. Exhale. Take your arm to the left. Follow your thumb with your gaze. Behind you, the other way. There you go. So we're finding a little twist here. So only go as far as is available to you. Bring it back to center. Follow the thumb with your gaze if it's okay with your neck. Lower that hand to the thigh, and then the other arm lifts. Lift, thumb facing up. Inhale here. Exhale. Follow the thumb with your gaze. Moving with the breath. Inhale back to center. Am I hearing somebody in pain back there? What am I hearing? Exhale, lower that hand. So let's flow it again. One more on each side. Thumb faces up. Inhale it. Watch that thumb. Bring it back to center. Move with your breath. Lower that hand. Other arm. Thumb up. Follow it back. You all are very graceful. Come back to center. Let that hand rest on the. Some more coordination. Are we ready for the coordination part of this demonstration? Yes. Left arm lifts. Left arm lowers. Right arm lifts. Right arm lowers. Both arms lift. Both arms lower. I feel like Simon Says right now. Reach to the left. Bring it back. Reach to the right. Bring it back. Both arms reach out. Bring it back. The left arm reaches down towards the ground or the earth. Release. Other arm, reach. Release. Both arms reach. Nice. Back to center. We're going to go a little faster. Ready? Left arm. Right arm. Both arms. Left arm. Right arm. Both arms. Left arm. Right arm. Both arms. Right arm. I'm messing with you. I can't help it. I'm a kidder. Mountain pose. Mountain pose. Sit up nice and tall. Breathe. Everybody feeling okay? Yeah. Breathe. Close the eyes and breathe. If you want to, one hand heart, one hand out. Feel your breath moving through the body. Feel the belly rise and fall. Feel the chest rise and fall. And start to notice other little things about your breath, how it feels moving through your throat. What is the quality of the breath moving through your throat? What does it sound like moving through the throat? What does it feel like as it moves in and out through the nostrils? We're going to balance this breath out a little bit. So on your own, internally, silently to yourself, start to count your inhale up to 3 counts. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now continue on your own, counting to yourself. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 3. Smooth that breath out. Just sit up tall in your mount pose. Eyes can be closed. Take both hands to the sides. Hold on to the chair somewhere with your right hand. With the opposite arm to the sky. And find a little side bend here. Oh yeah. Keep your gaze neutral. Inhale, reach up, and let's switch sides. We're going to flow it. Inhale, right, lift up, and over that chair wherever you need to. Get as deep into this as you want. This feels good. Come back. Let's flow this back and forth a couple more times. Inhale, reach up. Feel that extension through the fingertips. Ground down through that left hip. If this bothers your arm up here, if this bothers something, you can always come bring your hand to shoulder or the top of the head. Inhale. Let's switch to the other side. Get as much length as you can through those fingertips. Ground down through your right hip. One more each side. Inhale, flow it over to the opposite side. Lift up, reach up, get the extension. Oh, it feels so good in the side. One more time on the other side. Reach up. Stretch up. Settle back at center. Okay. And return to face these doors. So you're turning to your right. Okay. We're going to get another twist here. So, with your right arm on the back of your chair, feet are planted in front of you. Rest. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. As you exhale, turn to the right and see if you can take both hands to the back of your chair. Both hands to the back of your chair. Remain sitting upright as possible. So you're turning to your right. Yes. So give yourself some space on the chair so you can get a little bit of a twist. So if you need to adjust your body, go ahead and adjust. And breathe. Look over your right shoulder if it's okay with your neck. Now, only thing that's going to turn is your head. So slowly, carefully, gently turn to look over your opposite shoulder. Allow the shoulders to relax as much as possible, looking over that shoulder. Nice. Very nice. I'm going to release your twist. So turning yourself back to center. Before we go into the twist on the other side, get some alignment. So really sit up tall in your mountain pose. And then when you feel aligned and tall, then you turn the opposite way. One butt cheek on, one butt cheek off. Plant those feet in front of you, root them down. Hold on to the back of your chair with your left arm. Inhale to get super tall. Exhale. Turn to the left and see if you can get both hands on the back of the chair. Inhale, sit up a little taller. Exhale, look over the left shoulder. Is going to turn to look over the opposite shoulder, over that right shoulder. Angle the chin down a little bit. Relax your shoulders and shoulder blades. Nice. Those are pros. Yoga pros. And then release forward, back into your mountain pose. So turn forward on your chairs. I'm going to do the slide and curl. You ready? Can everybody see my feet? Anybody not see my feet? You can't, kind of scooch over so you can see them. You see? Okay. Slide and curl. So sit up tall. You can hold on to the chair or not. It's up to you. Your hands can be here or here, whatever you want. Slide your left heel forward. Toes lift up off the floor. It's hard on this rug, but do the best you can. Curl the toes. Lower the foot towards the floor with curled toes. Do the best you can with those shoes on. Slide it back. Okay. Again, forward through the heel. Forward through the heel. So we start with the flexed foot. So curl those toes towards you. Now curl in the other direction. Lower the foot. Drag it back. One more time. Slide that heel forward. Toe, I call this toe low. Now curl the toes in, best you can. Lower the foot. Drag it back. Now we gotta do the other side. You ready? Take that other heel, the right heel probably on this side. Flex that foot and then curl the toes. Lower, and drag. If you're getting a cramp, it happens. Sometimes your feet will cramp up. Again, slide forward, curl, lower, drag. Got one more. Inhale, exhale, lower, drag. Nice. Okay. Can we turn the lights down a little bit? We're going to go into our meditation phase. How are we feeling? You feeling okay? You're feeling it all? Yeah. Yeah. We've done a lot of core work. All these muscles that.
That's good.
Yeah.
You need more lights down?
No, that's okay. It's a little ambiance going, right?
It's really dark in here.
Yeah. We could go completely dark, but I don't know about that. So now in this final meditation, if you want to sit against the back of your chair, you can, but try to remain sitting upright as possible. You can even use your these will help you sit upright. If it's better to you and you don't have to use the chair back, stay sitting just upright without the chair back. Find your mountain pose. Come on.
Told you it's really
He's going down.
Actually, it's actually not bad because for meditation, it'll help you. So in meditation, we want to go inward, right?
Right.
We want to close our eyes.
That's amazing.
Close our eyes. We're going to do something called alternate nostril breathing. Has anybody ever done that or heard of that before? Anyone? You might need lights for that. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. You might want to see what I'm doing. All right now. Can you see me?
Yeah.
Can everybody see me okay?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, good. Nice.
Take a bow.
Take your pointer finger. Is that the index finger? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Middle finger. Place it at the center of your forehead, right between the eyebrows. Okay? I know this may seem foreign, but just listen carefully. Your right thumb, this is your right hand now. Right hand. Left hand rests comfortably on your thumb. Your right thumb is going to close off your right nostril. You're going to inhale through your left nostril. Just listen for one round. At the top of your inhale, you're going to close off your other nostril, your left nostril, with those other two fingers. And you're going to release the breath through the right nostril. I know. If it gets confusing, just do the best you can. Inhale back through the right nostril. At the top of your inhale, close the right nostril. Breathe out through the left nostril. Alternate nostril breathing. So I'm going to go through it again. Close off the right nostril. Inhale, quietly, softly through that left nostril. At the top of the breath, close the left. Open the right. Release the air through the right. Inhale back through the right. Close off the right nostril at the top, and then exhale through the left. Continue this way.
So you don't have to, you don't want to.
You don't have to. You can just
Thank you
sit.
very much.
You can sit quietly and just focus on your breath. In through the left. Close the left. Open the right. Release to the right. Back through the right. Close the right. Out through the left. Take one more round on your own. End the round through the left nostril. Once you're done, just let your hands rest comfortably on your thighs. Close your eyes and just notice how you feel. We're going to do what's called many things in yoga. We call it Shavasana, corpse pose, final resting pose. It's a pose where you find your stillness. So if you need to adjust your body in any way, adjust your body. Try to remain sitting upright as possible in the spine. eyes are closed. There is nothing left to do. And there's nowhere else to go but to be here, right now. Start to notice thoughts, emotions, aches, pains, itches. See if you can resolve to not react to those distractions and keep your mind focused on the breath. And every time your mind starts to wander into the past or the future, again, just gently remind yourself to move back to your breath. Nice deep inhale into the lungs. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Moving the body in whatever way makes you feel like you're waking up a little bit. Keep the eyes closed for another moment here. Shrug shoulders, rotate them round and round.